What up, citrus barrels?
We like to think we have some form of control still.
Go.
What up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thanks for, showing up, watching this VOD later on. Yeah. Obviously we had the deep seek news, whatever you want to excuse you want to make up, deep seek, Colombian tariffs, whatever excuse you want to come up. That's the reason, obviously, we're dumping. No, fam. My last stream, okay, and the stream before that, the last two streams at least, I showed some very important time frames, okay? I showed this 10-day with 2 days and 23 hours left. This is downside volatility right here. This is a true expansion on the 10-day. Not bullish, okay? Something I do like, all right? I will say that is not that bad so far. Is this 5-day. We got a 5-day hold right here, so we haven't really expanded on this 5-day. Although, we did expand on the 3-day, okay? Had a little expansion here on this previous red candle. Now, are we bullish or bearish? That's simple, right? Like all this expansion, this slot, this technical talk. Savage. We bullish or bearish? Well, right now, fam, we are under resistance. All right. Call it what it is. This is resistance right here. Okay. It's actually a really clean, beautiful resistance going back in time. Right. And now this resistance right here that we're under at about 10, we're just going to round up. It's 102.8, but we'll just round up to 103K. Good evening, Isabel. Yo, J80. What's up, fam? So this resistance right here, until we get over it, I'm not really optimistic this bounce is over. Okay, I think this is a little dead cat. And honestly, everything that I see, right, and we're going to go over all those things. Everything I see is showing me, where's my, thought I had, there we go. That we're going to go lower. Okay, where are we going to go? Well, we're probably going to go right to this area. This little price action node right here. That would make the most sense. Could easily come down here and still be bullish, fam. Right? We could easily come down there, still be bullish, look for longs. I'm probably going to look for longs initially down there. It's been a while since I've used arrows, I guess. But you know, it's going to, something like this is what I'm expecting. Now, what if we pass go 102.8 right there? Well, simply we have to have price action over 107, fam. That's going to be it. It's pretty simple from here. We got some really clean levels. But this 107, we need some PA closing over 107 for us to get excited about new highs. It's that simple. Okay? You get some PA over 107, then I think we're going to take out the highs and move up higher. But a lot of things tell me right here, this could be more than a local top. This could be, what if this was a 3-month top? What if this was a 6-month top? You got to consider, right? When we talk about tops and bottoms, people think like it's like some crazy up-only cycle, but it hasn't been an up-only cycle for a long time. What do I mean? Okay. We had a nice pump, right? From October of 23 to April 24. Okay. We had this really nice pump on Bitcoin. And then we stopped around 73K and we had a top for 6 months. So notice that, right? 6 months of up only, 6 months of a range. All right. Let's even talk about that a little bit more. Let's go into details here. Right? 6 months of up only, 6 months in a range. All right. We're going to call it from here. We're just going to guesstimate to the top. Okay, 151 days. That's not bad. What is that? 5 months. Okay, 5 months. Up only. And then we had, approximately till breakout, 209 days. So when you talk about a top, yes, this was a top right here, actually. This was a top we saw multiple times while we consolidated right there, right? We saw this top multiple times, and it took us 209 days, fam. Okay, 6.5 months. That's how long that was a top. All right? So we could easily have something here. So we had this up only. You think that, it's that easy. It wasn't that easy. We had a nice little ETF dip. Sell the news, continue to go up higher to that 73K. But if this was some type of top for a while, it could take us, let's say if you go from here till July, right? That's 200 days right there, fam. 200 days. Come down here, put a little pressure on Sailor buy orders, hope there's no black swan for Sailor, and then we come up and, something like breakout here, right? Something like that. Um, so I mean, yeah, sure, you could just hold for 6 months, hope that that is what happens. We have some type of response at 73, 75K, at which point we bounce and we make another aggressive move highs. Now, even though Bitcoin makes a new high, let's say tomorrow or next week or next month or next year, even though Bitcoin makes a new high, I think we can all agree it doesn't mean Solana, yo, Big Comb, I appreciate you. It doesn't mean that Solana is going to make a new high. It doesn't mean that Ethereum's going to make a new high, right? I think we've all kind of seen the space is very, very saturated at this point, unfortunately. It's very saturated. There's a lot of garbage out there. And when you have this mass dilution, right? When you have all these coins coming into the market, as these coins come into the market, they take value away from something else, right? Like when I graduated with a degree in science, believe it or not. When I was in science class, they taught you energy is not created nor destroyed. Now, you can't really say that about money because money's created. We're still, the money printer on, it's going to be good for stocks. The money printer on, it's going to be good for, believe it or not, they can continue to have the money printer on for the US dollar, and the US dollar isn't going to get depegged tomorrow, like, conspiracy theorists think. So, but the point is, right? Money, if you think about money in the crypto market as like, all right, let's say they couldn't print money, right? Money is not created nor destroyed either. So what I mean is when you have a new exciting X, Y, and Z, new exciting meme coin, we have these new crypto drop in with, value tens, right? Not always. Some new value is money coming in the market, somebody's paycheck, somebody depositing cash, whatever they're doing. Unless it's new money, most of the time money is transferred from one asset to another. So you have these Trump coins and these meme coins coming in, and they're sucking value away from Ethereum, and they're sucking value away from, right? Like, I mean, the fact that Trump coin was deployed on the Solana network essentially says, right, that Solana is a more valuable network right now because the president of the United States chose to drop his meme coin on the Solana network and not Ethereum, right? Then Ethereum's value goes down. People start selling their Ethereum. That puts price pressure, but like, hey, I've had my Ethereum bag since 2018. How dare you insult my Ethereum? But like, I gotta have this Solana. What are these people talking about? This Solana, Like, I gotta have the Solana. But I mean, it's my Ethereum bag I've had since 2018. I was like, okay, I'll just sell a couple Ethereum and buy a little bit of Solana. I'm just gonna expose myself just a little bit, right? So I'm kind of just going over this because alt season, I think we're further from alt season than ever, especially with not really liking. All right, we're gonna get rid of. We're gonna clean up this chart a little bit, move all the drawings. Not really liking what I see on kind of the weekly time frame here. We're gonna have to take back the open, rip it back, but I don't like what I see on this weekly time frame. We also have weekly bearish divergence. So check this out. This is a pretty big bearish divergence here. You got from one to the other. Boom, right? And where we are, right? Where are we in the monthly? That's important. We got 4 days left, fam. Little less than 4 days, right? We're on the 4th day. 3 days and 23 hours with zero volatility here. Tends to look like a top. Now it's going to be really close here. If you get any type of close below 96.4, any type of close under 96.4. It's basically a guaranteed free money short to lower. You're gonna fill in some of this gap. Have some type of black swan. I think the level to watch still is going to be 30 to 35K. So the black swan level, I would, people don't think that's possible, but I'm going to just tell you something. All right. I was here when COVID happened, and no one thought it was possible for us to go from $10,500 to $3,800, but it was definitely possible. All right. Nice 70% drop. So, this would put huge price pressure on Sailor. I would love to watch that guy get liquidated. I think he's bad for the space in general. Greed is bad for the space. The U.S. government can easily just destroy him in one law, or it's crazy. It's crazy. You guys don't even. I think people underestimate what could happen if there was a certain amount of price pressure on Sailor. What could happen to the entire crypto market, Bitcoin, all that in general. So, but a healthy correction is overdue, right? We can go all the way over here. Here, let's go to the daily, okay? I don't really love this daily close. It has a little bit too much wick up top, still some red body. We got to fill out this wick a little bit, at least before we move higher. That's usually what the laws of TA say. We fill out this wick if we're going to move higher, so we could come down a little bit, retest that 99.8K kind of level on lower time frames, and then pop. Like, that's still a possibility. But I think that as long as we're under that 4 hour right here, we'll go over that 4 hour one more time. Right, really clean level here. As long as we're under that 4 hour, I think there's just really no reason to get too excited right here. I think we can easily be dead cap bounce, and then we're going to probably go down to the true area I'm interested in is right here. Got some good price action right there, right? So that's some good support. That should provide at least a bounce, in my opinion, 94K. I don't think there's going to be, if we don't, break this 102.8, then we're definitely going to be going down to 94K. And I mean, with 3 days and change left in this monthly candle, people are not aware how this works. Okay. I've been here for many tops, and they don't usually let it go until those one or 2 days at the end. Just so you know, they don't usually let it go. I've watched it happen over and over and over. So, regardless, everyone, I would just want everyone to be safe. Take some profits. You're up a little bit. Always takes profits. That's the only way you can pay yourself in crypto, fam. But yeah, so going over to the S&P real quick, because I think that this is very telling. All right, so pull up my EMAs and MAs, which is, you guys don't know, right? It's right there, EMAs, MAs, right? So this is the color that I'm using right now. Is the yellow and the blue. We got the 21 EMA and then the 50 MA, the blue one right here. So the S&P has this kind of bullish cross, but we had some bad news, and now we have really some pressure on this daily trend. Lose this daily trend, you tend to see a little bit larger correction. So have something like this, it would match like 6% down, right? You lose that 6%, get 6% down. That would be nice, healthy. That'd actually be really healthy right there. Fill that CME gap. But get a nice little 6% correction on the stock markets and expect Bitcoin to go lower, right? Like that's pretty, they're pretty correlated, fam. One's not better than the other. Just to support some other variables that are not bullish right now, but you have the daily stochastic hasn't even gotten close to resetting. The 2-day is bearish right here, right? We crossed bearish right here on the 2-day. That was a pretty telling. We got the 3-day here. It's still in an uptrend, so as long as we don't cross, we close below 98.4, that's okay. And then the weekly did cross bullish, but it's one of those, it has to kind of flip that weekly open for this to follow through. So that's the stochastic. It kind of matches everything I'm saying. Getting excited about Ethereum, Bitcoin. We just go over here to the 4 hour. The 4 hours is a nice consolidation. I definitely, let me see here. Ooh, this is damn. They kind of damn. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Ethereum does look okay. It just has really no confirmation here. Chart. No, this would be the play right here, right? Oops. I actually posted this earlier in the Discord, but this would have been the play, right? You take a long down there, risk below the wick. But it's just one of those. You just it's got still bullish structure. You know, it's due, fam. It's definitely due. Like, let's compare this to Solana, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think Ethereum's going to probably move against Solana. Took a jupe real quick. You know, jupe's an interesting one. You know, you want it to be bullish. Um, it's still consolidating on this kind of daily, weekly time frame. You know, it has to break this structure. You're seeing a lot of this right now, fam. Just so you know, we're seeing a lot of this. And this could go on. I mean, if you think about it, this could go on, get really tight for another year. Can you imagine another year of jupe ranging between 125 and 84 cents? Could easily happen, fam. Pepe in this upward kind of accumulation channel. That's what I call it. A little more optimistic here. We'll get a little bit lower. I think right now, in my opinion, you kind of follow Bitcoin. And even though some alts like Ethereum look good and stuff, man, Bitcoin does not look good. Let's look at lower time frames real quick. Oh, we just had a 5 minute cross, bearish. Gonna send us a little bit lower. See this? Cross, cross bullish, cross bearish. It's just the 5 minute time frame. Yeah, it's gonna rotate. There's gonna be some rotational alts. Doge real quick. Yeah, I can look at Doge. Ugh. These guys, I mean, you know what, fam? To be honest, all of these have really bad signals. I don't know what's gonna happen. Um, it's not a good look. I think I don't know what the market's waiting for, but this is like a very low volatility on the daily, 3 day, on a lot of these charts. Look at Aptos, just fucking got crushed. 3 day cross. Here, this is gonna go even lower, probably. Alts don't look good. Like, fam, let me just make something very clear. The signals I'm seeing on alts right now, on the daily and the 3-day, suggest that if Bitcoin continues to dip and Bitcoin goes towards that 94.5K target and doesn't kind of chill out up here, alts are going to go down hard. That's all I'm going to say. Got to be very, very careful here, fam. Very careful. It's all about what Bitcoin's going to do. If Bitcoin goes lower, which I think it is, I think as long as Bitcoin has alts like Doge, let's see, Jupe had this daily cross. Excuse me. Jupe looks okay. Jupe might break out. I don't know about Jupe. Little consolidation here on alts. It's going to be interesting. I think right now, though, Bitcoin is going to dictate where we go. Anyways, fam, mad love. Big Comb, have a good night. Citrus, Mike the Sizzler. RSI? What you want about the RSI settings, Mike? Just as a divergence. I got to do the 14 to the close. That's it. Be safe out there. Mad love, fam. I'll be on another night this week. Probably Friday. Probably be on Friday. Maybe might do Friday